Hey, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Wanted to give you an update today. We are in these fun times. So the latest thing I've been doing in the exclusive Discord right here is yesterday. This was the one I already talked about. Bitcoin short, got stopped in profit, entered another Bitcoin short yesterday. This wasn't the highest confidence, not a very large position, but because the negative funding fees, when funding fees are very negative, you could see short squeezes. I mean, a lot of people will go long just based on that to try to do the short squeeze and let the exchange pay them to go long. So be careful with that. But sometimes it does work out. I mean, people flop and grope. Those fees change pretty quickly anyway, a lot of times. So, nothing's ever 100%. Doubled that position this morning off of a rejection off of a spider line. And the next TP I'm kind of waiting for around 16K. May, take a little bit earlier. I'm going to keep an eye on the market today. So let's get right into the analysis. But right before that, please follow my Twitch. I'm going to be going live later today. I'm going to be on BitBoy Crypto at, I believe, 1 p.m. today. So check that out. That's a basement show. But follow my Twitch, please. Always appreciate it. We have a lot of fun in the live streams there. So let's get into the analysis. So, high time frames. Let's just take a look at like the 12-day. I mean, this is obviously very bearish. This is indicative of probably a continuation downward, at least until this kind of confirms and plays out for, maybe the next 10 days. And that could absolutely bring us down a lot, just showing you, it's never happened before. You did have a blood diamond right here. I guess this would be a little bit more of like the bullish case to say that, if you compare it to the blood diamond or compare it to, this blood diamond right here after it confirmed, you kind of came up. So maybe after it confirms, you kind of hit the bottom here if we come down a bit more. But we are definitely, the most important thing to realize, we are in a capitulation phase, similar to here, very similar to here, and very similar to this phase right here. So this could go on for, 4 or 5 weeks. I think, a reasonable expectation is kind of towards the end of November for a potential bottom in this market. And so let's just look at a few higher time frames, 16-day. That's curving down, so you may get a red dot there as well, and that can just roll over with that green dot to bring a lower low. We've already invalidated 17.5 as the bottom. This one could absolutely come down a little bit more here. So, or a little bit more, I should say, a lot more potentially. Big areas we're looking at right now. Big areas for the next kind of leg down here, which could happen, relatively soon. It seems like we're just, like I said, in that capitulation phase. 400 weekly moving average right here. 13.5. I mean, you got some spiral lines. This is going to be a big area to look for a potential bounce, potential long, but I don't know. My gut instinct with everything going on, I think, because the stock market's up a bit, Dixie's hitting, the DXY is hitting kind of a major point. Let me just show you the DXY really quick, because I think, my guess is you're going to see a good bounce off of this area that we're touching right now. This could be it. This could be the end of this little stock market rally here based on the good CPI reports. Nothing's ever 100% in life, but I mean, Dixie has just been, I really don't think we hit the top yet based on the monthly here. I think we're about halfway kind of through this. I think, I think you're going to come up, and you could be sideways here, but I think you're generally going to come up to probably at least 128, this pocket for a potential top, and this could happen probably if you do the same kind of general trajectory here. I'd say maybe a little bit, maybe this was the halfway point of the rally, and then right here mid 2023 would be probably the bottom for the stock market. For NASDAQ, S&P 500, crypto could absolutely bottom out before then. We could even bottom out this month. It's on a different trajectory, different cycle. That's your 400 weekly moving average. I think it is a big point, but there's not too much historical support there. The 500 weekly moving average, there's a lot of support at around 11K. That's a possibility as well. The general trajectory here would be to, this is 48%. A lot of the ways based on kind of money flow crossovers and stuff, especially on the 12-day time frame, would be around mid 30s. That's 13.5 right there. A lot of stuff points to the 400 weekly moving average. So I do think that's going to play, a pretty big place for a potential bottom. That's kind of the one place not too many people are talking about, really. I mean, nobody's really talking about the 500 either, but 400, I wouldn't count it out just yet as being a potential bottom. 16-hour looks like that's going to curve right back down, possibly going. I mean, you came down so far, you're not even in the red. I mean, once you go back into the red, look at some of these, potential drops down from August. Bam, that was quite a bit. I mean, if you repeat something something of this nature. Just look at this. I mean, this was, from there, that's 22% down. Say just from here, estimate 22% down is approximately, that's 13K right there. There's a lot of trajectory to bring us down farther. Same with the 12-hour. Let's look at the 8-hour. Actually, let's look at the 10 hours. That's curving into the red. I mean, that trajectory could bring you, especially if it's like one of these ones. I just want to get just an estimate of where we could end up for, I mean, anything before 22, 24%, 25%, those areas, those potentials are big here. 6-hour curving down with the VWAP, 4-hour confirmed red dot, and I believe you do have some blood diamond confirmed on the 3-hour. I mean, usually the 4-hour you're looking for a stronger indication, but the 3-hour can bring you down a lot with the blood diamond. 2-hour, especially when you have multiple time frames printing these blood diamonds. And the other thing, you have split RSI starting to curve down. Usually the move is not over here. Let me go back to 1 hour. Usually the move is not over until you get to that kind of point. So maybe later tonight, we just continue downward until tonight. Hard to say exactly. I would still be more bearish, obviously, the 15-minute curving into the red here. And the reason I added to my my Bitcoin short, this morning off the rejection, one, the rejection of the spiral line, and two, you look at this. This is a bearish div. Let me draw it out from you from here to here, I believe. Yeah, a nice bearish div. That was a few hours ago. And then see prices coming up a little bit higher there as momentum waves are coming down and the money flow is starting to curve downward. General money flow coming out. So good place to add to a short right there. That went very well. Let's take a look at Ethereum here. And yeah, I mean the main thing here, I believe you are getting some red dots on some of these bigger time frames. 10-day, we're still waiting for that red dot here. This could be a nightmare on this 10-day, especially this coming into the red in this red dot. A good place to probably start to accumulate for the long term. Wait till you get into the red confirmed here and the red dot to confirm here. Once that looks like it played out, maybe in a month from now or something, it could take a while, and you came down a lot, and this could potentially bring you down, 500-600 range. That could be a big drop down. I mean, that's looking pretty much as bad as possible here. I mean, the only thing you need is kind of a trigger wave. The only thing that's missing to bring you down is a trigger wave. Also, these RSIs are not as low as they were at the bottom here. So this is indicative of this type of drop down, like that capitulation, kind of capitulation phase I was talking about. I mean, 60% down would bring you down to 6 something. I mean, even 60% from kind of let's do 60% from where we are right now. I mean, that's probably, that's one of the possibilities. That's where you start to hit major support right there. So I'm not saying you're not necessarily going to go that low, but it's not looking good. And then we look at the 8-hour as well, red dot. That's looking pretty bad. It's the same type of trajectory in the money flow here. Look at this. That's that 60% drop down. Let's take a look at the weekly. Same. Weekly is not printing a red dot just yet. The 8-day is. I think this inevitably will, and that could bring you down. That same kind of trajectory here. I mean, this big difference. This would be a trajectory to come down 50% instead of 60. Not too much of a difference there in the grand scheme of things, but yeah. And then we look at some of these time frames, similar to kind of what we're looking at on Bitcoin. Very similar. VWAP coming down there. I would be more bearish. Overall, you are running into a little bit of speed bumps here. You got some spider lines. Split RSI is curving down. That normally brings you down. That could absolutely curve you back down here quite a bit. 30-minute, not even in the red yet. Once this curves into the red, that could absolutely bring you down some more. I'm still in an ETH short from a while with profits locked in. Have not added to it yet. The stop loss is, I believe, a little bit above like this line, 13.50 about. Maybe I'll add to it on the 30-minute money flow crossover. That's what I'm looking for. Could try to add to it now, especially on the 15, but it's so close to where the stop loss is with locked in profits. Doing good with the Bitcoin one, so why mess with it? You know what I mean? I'm also still short on Dogecoin, just letting that ride for now, hopefully down to zero. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're looking at right now. It looks more bearish. I think totally you should come down quite a bit more. If this next spiral line is next big point. We're in a capitulation phase, guys. You could come down quickly. There could be more exchanges going insolvent. It's kind of like a domino effect. So be very careful out there, guys. Absolutely. And this is probably the worst part of the bear market. We'll see. I would probably only be looking for shorts right now. Sometimes you could get away with it, a small long position here or there off of a big point, but obviously be very careful. And guys, if you enjoyed the video, please please subscribe to the channel. Also, please check out the Twitch link in the description below. Please check out my link to BITGET, really good promo down below if you want to trade. I've always had very good luck with BITGET, overall really good. But obviously in these times, never spread your money out on the leverage exchanges. Never put all your money in just one place in case somebody goes down. But yeah, also the exclusive Discord link in the description below for just some of my trades, entry points, stop losses, all of that. We have a really good community in there as well. Obviously not right 100% of the time, but we have some really good strategies. We've been killing it since September very, very well. Hopefully November will be as good as September and October were. Very, very good months in there. Also, I do have a trading course if you guys are interested. Really good course. A lot of people have really liked it. Go over the TA, how to interpret market cipher, how I do my trades, risk management, all the things I wish I knew before I started trading. Put that all together. Really good course. 20% off. Discount code BEARMARKET20. Link in the description below. All right, guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.